why the Fantastic Four will not be from the MCU. And I talked about this earlier. The Fantastic Four will not be in the MCU because of Frank. I mean, they're going to have kids
be in the MCU, but they're not going to be from the MCU.
Yes.
Main.
Yes. So I believe this is a great decision because of the fact that it will be too much movement to make it work. And I think putting them in this new universe or this new Earth is the perfect way to introduce them. So here's the question I have, Comic Cuts. What if we get a whole Fantastic Four story with a full Earth of Avengers, with a full Earth of X-Men? What if that's what we get?
Listen, I've said from day one with Fantastic Four, they need to go places that we've never been before. You know, they didn't have the success they wanted in the 2000s with the Fantastic Four movies, like them or not. They didn't have success with the 2015 Fantastic Four. I think it was 2015. And they're going to have to do something completely new, fresh, and bold. You know, I don't think it's a good idea. As much as I would like to see Fantastic Four with the Avengers, with the X-Men, I don't think that's a good idea to do that. I think doing something new and fresh is very vague. That can mean a lot of different things. One of those things I don't think it should mean is that they should have another super team in that same movie. So they need to sell the Fantastic Four to audiences that don't read comics, that didn't like the first two Fantastic Four in the 2000s, didn't like the 2015 Fantastic Four, and they need to sell it, and they need to sell it good. I think that it would be really cool to do something in a different universe and to introduce them to the Marvel 1999 universe. But I also am not opposed to seeing them on the same universe that we've been in. And, you know, maybe they were stuck in the negative zone or something like that. And I think that would be a little bit cooler and introduce the negative zone. I'm also interested in who the villain is going to be. I think they're talking about Galactus. Does that mean Silver Surfer is going to be involved? And by the way, just because, why am I blanking on the name? What's Reed's kid again?
Franklin Richards.
Franklin. Just because Franklin Richards is born doesn't mean that you can't have a Fantastic Four movie in the universe. Yeah, it creates a little bit of a hurdle, but listen, it doesn't have to be an origin story. It shouldn't be an origin story. I do think they should include a little origin flashback, you know, because I think that there are a lot of fans out there that don't read comics, that aren't so familiar with the Fantastic Four, and you're going to want to know how they got their crazy powers. So I think that's important. And I think it's a W to have Franklin Richards in it. You know, he's one of the most powerful, you know, figures in all of Marvel. He does some really cool things, especially when it comes to, you know, worlds and the universe, and he's brilliant. So I think that's awesome. Dragon Trainers talking about Matt Smith as Mr. Fantastic. I see a lot of people throw the name out. I haven't seen him in anything. Maybe I have, and I don't remember. So I can't get behind it just because I'm not so familiar with him.
Yep. I agree. I mean, I would love to see the Avengers in the other universe. I would rather see the Illuminati, though. I think the Illuminati is going to be in this Fantastic Four movie as well. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be surprised. When they say it's nothing that we've ever seen before, I think we're kind of going to see, like, we're coming into them being established in the universe, in their Earth.